Satnam, Namaste. Happy New Year. I'm really excited to see you today. Every year, I write this massive blog about whatever theme is occurring in the human conscious collective for the first of the year, throughout the final stage of that year. And it normally encompasses everything that I sense that we as the human race will be experiencing and working through, and all of the universal laws that we'll be expanding from. And this year, it was very, very interesting when I sat with myself and went within to follow my guided source about 2019's theme. And it is vibrational resonance. Again, vibrational resonance. So I wrote down some quotes from Einstein, who I channel quite often. The A-team is still very active with me right now because Candace and I have a class coming up about it. And so I wrote that down, and I'm going to read it to you now. Einstein said the universal law of resonance is what is most active within all of the laws. And many people would say there are 11, 12, 13. I have observed 33. So we will be working with the universal law of resonance primarily this year as a collective. And what Einstein particularly had to say about it when I asked him is that the universal law of resonance basically will provide you a lot more clarity this year because you get to observe your own emotional frequency. And he said what this means is that everything, absolutely everything, whether it is emotions, physical objects, your body, sound, shapes, colors, oxygen, thoughts, breath, everything would exist as a result of energy, or what science refers to as quanta, which exist as kind of like vibrational energy packets within your very neurological system, because all of the universes within universes within universes are inside of you. So do that. Go within and try to observe your feeling frequencies, because manifestation is happening at an extremely rapid pace, okay? And that's the theme of this year, is fast, resonant manifestation based upon what you're vibrating in all moments at all times. So the outcomes or effects of the physical and the non-physical are determined by and constructed of these varying vibrational output of subatomic particles within your very nature. So what I have to speak to you today is a little bit scientific, and in some words we could say that the only thing that determines the difference between, let's say, water, air, my desk, my body, is the vibrational intensity of the energy that they are comprised of. And at the core of all of these forms, they exist of vibration. So I really want you to observe your emotions. What I have taught quite often in the majority of my practice is that humans are here to master their emotions, no matter what else is within your accumulated karma that you're carrying through from your parallel lifetimes. Some people like to call those past lifetimes. Whatever you believe that your contract is within your purposes, whatever your gifts are and your desires are, we all have something in common, and that is mastery of emotional frequency. So my advice to you is to pay attention to your emotions this year. Pay attention to the word, because remember, it's something that Yeshua said, is that sound occurred before light, way back in Genesis, and God said, let there be light. That means sound, vibration, produced light, which is resonance. So whatever you are thinking, that thought pattern, it will become an emotion. The emotional frequency will vibrate at a certain speed and will activate all of your subatomic particles. And it is quite a scientific process. This is not a bunch of spiritual woo-woo stuff that we're teaching about. This is science. Yoga is science. Have a beautiful year. I love you very much. And for those of you who have questions about your source tones, please hold them for the Kripa Yoga Principles class coming up this January. I believe it's on the 14th. You can check your schedules there in the news feed on Patreon. Hold all your questions because I'm getting hundreds and hundreds of questions about certain things like what do these guides mean and why did they say that, and how do I work with my tone the best, and all of these questions can be asked both in the satsangs that we have regularly and then the Kripa Yoga Principles classes that I hold monthly. So we're going to be expanding upon that. I can't wait to see you for this month's Kripa Yoga Principles class. We're going to be teaching about a specific manifestation technique that helps with abundance of health and healing in all directions, both mentally and physically. So I will see you very soon. Happy, 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 happy New Year. Mwah.